Jess Glyn's Hold My Hand, BBC Coventry and Warwickshire. It is 9:45. Genuinely not sure how on earth we are going to beat Lorraine in Holbrooks with her brilliant way of dealing with cold callers. She'd like more of them. Let's speak to a fella who would also like more of them because he's found a way of making money out of them. I love this. His name is Lee Beaumont. He joins us now. Good morning, Lee.
Morning, Vic. How are you doing? Look?
Yeah, good. Thanks, friend. No, listen, Lee. This is brilliant. Turning it into a money spinner. Where did you get the idea?
Well, in 2011, I was watching one of these consumer programs on TV, Dispatchers, Watchdog, something like that.
Oh.
And they was telling the customers how cold callers generate random 01 and 02 phone numbers. They don't actually have a list sometimes. So I thought, okay, if I get a phone number starting 08 or 09, maybe they won't call me. Because back then we didn't actually have the new 03 phone numbers. So I actually bought a phone number starting 0871. I gave it to Yorkshire Water, Leeds City Council for my council tax, my energy supplier, all that lot. And then what I realised is, over time, just a few weeks, I started to get cold calls on that 0871 phone number, and not only that, but I was actually making between 10 and 12p per minute when they were calling me.
This is just astonishing. So all you had to do was give that phone number to a couple of agencies, and this is completely legal. You set up this phone number that you have to pay to access, and all of a sudden you started getting cold calls, which just goes to show how quickly they move your number on, doesn't it?
Yeah, what I found is when everyone was selling my data to their trusted third parties, that's when the cold calls were coming, whether it was PPI, double glazing, car accident, I don't even drive. I was getting everything. The funny thing is, I've never ever had any of those Microsoft Windows phone calls, which is annoying, because I'd love one of those just to find a book, but I can't get any.
That is kind of disappointing. We get an awful lot of those. We were talking about this the other day and thinking about getting rid of our mobile numbers, because we've had our mobile numbers for donkeys. I must have had mine for about 15 years. And it's just, I'm so fed up of nuisance calls. I was thinking, well, if I just get a new number, then I can wipe it out. But I don't see why I should be inconvenienced. But if you can make money, how much money do you make a month, do you reckon, out of your 0871 number?
I make on average between £200 to £300 per month, depending on how much I'm at home.
Wow. That's
it's got to a point now, I am watching my TV shows like Coronation Street with subtitles on and the sound muted, so I can hear a phone call waffling on for half an hour while I'm enjoying Corrie on the subtitles still.
So is it hard to keep these people on the line?
Not at all, because what I see as a service, because they're calling people all day, every day. They're getting abused, they're getting whistles blown at them, they're getting sworn at. I'm being nice to them, so I think they appreciate that.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. I do feel kind of sorry for, because obviously you get the scammers and the crooks, and I don't feel sorry for them. But if you work in a call centre and you're paid to phone people up, it must be horrible to just get abused all the time. Although it must be...
I do a few of these interviews over the years.
Yeah.
And I remember an elderly woman called in to a local BBC radio station. I think it was Radio Kent at the time. And she was saying how she enjoys getting cold calls. It gives her someone to talk to because she's that lonely.
Oh, that's so sad.
It broke my heart. And even now, 2 years later, I still think about that woman. I just felt so sorry for her.
Yeah, me too. Gosh, that comes to something, doesn't it, when you're looking forward to a cold call. But still, you're dining out on this. I understand as well that the phone regulator, the cold call regulator, isn't very happy with you setting up this number and has suggested other people maybe shouldn't follow your advice.
Yeah, well, I started doing it in 2011, and then the media got hold of the story in 2013. This is when I was on TV, radio, newspapers, it was everywhere. And all the media companies was going to the regulator for a statement. And it's funny because the statement they put out is, while it's not doing anything illegal, we don't recommend it.
Okay.
And even now, 4 years later, they still haven't changed the law to stop me doing it.
No, well, this is the thing, though. It's all very well condemning people, but unless something proactive is done, it's not going to work. Just incidentally, since you started giving out an 0871 number, have your cold calls decreased?
They've grown.
Really?
Which really surprised me, because I didn't think that the cold call systems that they use would call 08 numbers because of the charge.
Yeah.
So I thought they wouldn't work. But it's like between 2011 and 2013, I made £300 in all those years. But since 2013, it's been growing. It's like December, £412 I made.
Wowza. Well, listen, hats off. And next time I see you, mate, beers are on you. That's Lee Beaumont, who's making money out of cold calls. Extraordinary. Tom in Rugby says, I received a lot of bogus calls from an accident investigator in the UK.